As Australia debates tightening its borders, Europe's are opening up. The EU's vaccine passport, otherwise known as its digital COVID certificate, is being rolled out over the next 6 weeks. Its quick response code is equipped with a digital signature key, where an individual's vaccine information is stored. It verifies that a traveler has been vaccinated against COVID-19 and that they've recently had a swab test for the virus. If they were infected, it will verify they've since recovered. The certificate is free of charge and will allow for quarantine-free travel. But the idea of a vaccine passport here in Australia is still a long way off, with less than 10% of the country's adult population fully vaccinated.
As time progresses, cutting ourselves off from the rest of the world just becomes impossible. Families are separated from one another. Trade gets restricted in ways which are just not plausible. The cultural ties, which are so important for Australia as a nation, begin to fray. And so you're going to have to look at ways of making the border more open, more porous, and that means a different kind of approach to COVID-19.
Europe's air industry has urged EU member states to verify digital COVID-19 certificates well in advance of when passengers arrive at airports to ensure a smooth rollout. But passenger traffic across Europe's airport network was still down by 77% in early June compared to pre-pandemic levels. The hope is more people taking summer holidays with the aid of a vaccine passport will help give the travel industry a badly needed boost.
The concept of a validated immunisation passport may become very important. It certainly is going that way in Europe, and I think that ultimately we may go that way too.
Australians already receive a digital vaccine certificate, which is automatically generated and available on the Express Plus Medicare app. But it's unclear whether this will be used as a vaccine passport down the track.
Australia needs to look at the rest of the world. It sort of won the war in the first phase of the pandemic. But as a result, I think it's become a little bit inward-looking and a little bit too self-congratulatory and perhaps a little bit complacent still. And now we move into this next stage of the pandemic. What we need to be doing is talking to colleagues in Singapore and in Israel and in the United States and other parts of Northern Europe to work out how do you effectively transition to the next stage of this pandemic? Because there are other countries that are doing that better right now.